While the basketball world watched LeBron James turn back the clock with 29 points in vintage dominance, something far more significant happened in Philadelphia.
I was tired. I was tired. Mentally, I wasn't there much, but, I'm just glad we got a win.
Luka Doncic, exhausted from a 12-hour international flight, jet-lagged from welcoming his second daughter in Slovenia, played his first game back after missing 4 days and casually dropped a 30-point triple-double, orchestrating a win for the Lakers.
Take the score here. We're down 2, possibly 3. This bugs you. Luka lob, Aiden running right down the lane.
This wasn't just about one game. This was about the moment when the torch truly started to pass in Los Angeles. The setup seemed designed for failure. Luka Doncic left LA after the Phoenix game, flew 12 hours across the Atlantic to be with his wife for the birth of their second daughter, stayed for the blessed moment, then immediately turned around and flew another 12 hours back to Philadelphia. No practice, no shoot-around with the team. 4 days away from basketball while his body adjusted to time zones and his mind processed becoming a father again.
I don't even know how to describe it. It was a lot. I was there for the birth of my daughter, so that means everything to me. But it was definitely a roller coaster.
Austin Reeves, who'd been carrying the offensive load, went ice cold, 3 for 16 from the field. The Lakers were down 7 at halftime. Philadelphia had their full arsenal: Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey. This was a 13-9 team fighting for respect in the Eastern Conference. And Luka, he admitted it himself, he was exhausted.
How did you feel physically? I know it's been a long few days just traveling for you. How did you feel, especially in the first day?
I was tired. I was tired. Mentally, I wasn't there much, but, I'm just glad we got a win.
This is what separates elite competitors from superstars. Luka didn't hide behind excuses. He didn't blame the travel or the emotions or the jet lag. He simply said, "I was tired, but we got a win." That's the mentality coaches pray for. That's the DNA of championship basketball. The broadcasters kept saying it. Michael Thompson on the call predicted Luka would struggle down the stretch. The efficiency did wane. But here's what casual fans miss. Luka didn't need to be efficient. He needed to be present, to make the right reads, to keep Philadelphia's defense honest so LeBron could operate in space. And that's exactly what he did. 31 points, 15 rebounds, 11 assists. His 49th career 30-point triple-double, breaking the tie with Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic to move into second place all-time behind Oscar Robertson. JJ Redick saw something that casual fans completely missed. This wasn't just about Luka's stats, it was about how he operated within the system.
He certainly scored the basketball, made some huge shots down the stretch, but really on a night when Austin didn't have it, and Luka clearly, with all the travel he's had this week, wasn't at necessarily his best scoring the basketball, still did a lot of great stuff for us and ended up with a triple-double.
Listen to what JJ is saying here. Luka's gravity created advantages for everyone else. This is advanced basketball IQ that most fans never see. When Luka screens for LeBron, Philadelphia's defense has to make impossible decisions. Do you switch a center onto LeBron? Do you trap and leave Luka rolling to the basket? Do you go under and give LeBron space to operate? There's no right answer. That's the beauty of having two generational playmakers on the floor together. And JJ Redick, in his first year as a head coach, is already maximizing that chess match better than most veteran coaches could. Now, here's where the narrative gets fascinating. The commentators were in awe of what they witnessed from the King.
We're witnessing some amazing history. And this is the beauty of LeBron's season this year. He can do what he wants to do. He's going to start. He sees all that young talent out there. He'll let it flourish. But when you need Big Brother to step in and take care of business, that's what he did tonight.
That's what he did.
For the first time in his career, he's not the primary offensive engine every single night. He's letting Luka orchestrate. He's letting Austin Reeves cook. He's picking his spots, conserving energy, waiting for the moment when the game needs him most. And in the fourth quarter against Philadelphia, that moment came. The Lakers were clinging to a small lead. Austin was ice cold. Luka was running on fumes, and LeBron simply took over. 12 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 2 massive three-pointers, the silencer gesture to a hostile Philly crowd. But here's the deeper truth that separates this Lakers team from previous iterations. LeBron needed Luka's first half brilliance to have enough energy for that fourth quarter takeover. This isn't 2018 Cleveland LeBron carrying everything for 48 minutes. This is 40-year-old LeBron strategically managing his minutes and impact, knowing he has teammates who can handle the heavy lifting when he needs rest. Michael Thompson on the broadcast identified the exact sequence that decided the game, and Luka had the perfect view of it.
Those quick 10 points. But what I want to talk about is those 4 possessions when the Lakers were up 2. AR missed a couple, Luka missed a 3, Luka threw 1 away, and Michael Thompson kept saying on the broadcast, get the ball to LeBron. He comes up with that huge 3, and that's when you saw the crown.
This sequence reveals everything about championship basketball. The Lakers had 4 straight possessions where nothing was working. Austin couldn't buy a bucket, Luka was gassed and making uncharacteristic mistakes, Philadelphia was rallying, sensing blood in the water, and Michael Thompson, former Lakers champion himself, kept screaming on the broadcast, get the ball to LeBron. Not because he didn't trust the others, but because he recognized the moment. He knew LeBron had been waiting all game for this exact situation. The three-pointer that followed wasn't just a shot, it was a statement. The crown celebration, the silencer to the Philly crowd. LeBron announcing that even at 40 years old, even in year 23, he's still the closer when games are on the line.
What was it like to see LeBron kind of emerge then and go on that fourth quarter run?
I mean, that was amazing. That was vintage LeBron. So, we're happy he was there to save us. He had an amazing game. Obviously, amazing fourth quarter. I think it was 2 or 3 baskets was insanely important for us. So he just decided the game.
We're happy he was there to save us. Think about that phrase. Luka Doncic, a 25-year-old superstar who just dropped a 30-point triple-double, is genuinely grateful that his veteran teammate took over in crunch time. No jealousy, no frustration, no ego. This is the difference between Luka and other young stars who've played alongside LeBron. Kyrie Irving wanted his own spotlight. Russell Westbrook couldn't adjust his game. Anthony Davis has been a perfect complement, but operates differently as a big man. Luka understands something profound. Championship teams need multiple closers. He understands that some nights he'll be exhausted from international travel, and having LeBron James ready to deliver vintage performances in the fourth quarter is the ultimate luxury. The broader Lakers community is feeling something they haven't felt in years. Genuine optimism about sustainable success.
This has been really fun, and I know it's so early, 23 games in, you're 17-6, but because they're winning a lot of different ways.
Yeah, this is the first time in a long time where we feel like, okay, we can, progress.
The first time in a long time where we feel like we can progress. That's a massive statement from someone who's covered this team for years. Last season ended with a gentleman's sweep against Denver. 2 years ago, they got bounced in the conference finals. The championship season feels like ancient history. But this year is different. The Lakers are 7-0 in clutch games. They're winning when Austin struggles. They're winning when LeBron sits. They're winning when Luka flies to Slovenia and back. They're winning in Toronto with game winners. They're winning in Philadelphia with fourth quarter LeBron dominance. That versatility is what championship teams have. The 2014 Spurs could beat you 5 different ways. The Warriors dynasty had multiple closers. The Lakers are building that same multi-dimensional identity, and it's happening faster than anyone expected under first-year head coach JJ Redick. Now, the elephant in the room. Luka Doncic is playing at an MVP level, and the entire basketball world, especially internationally, is watching closely.
Thank you, first of all, but the second, I just play my game. You never know what's going to happen, so obviously, I want it. Anybody in the world that plays basketball want it, so we'll see what happens.
Notice where this question came from. A Chinese reporter asking about Luka's MVP chances. This isn't just an American storyline. Luka Doncic is a global phenomenon. His Slovenian roots, his EuroLeague dominance, his unselfish playmaking style all resonate internationally in ways that transcend typical NBA fandom. And his answer is perfect. Honest ambition wrapped in team-first humility. I want it. Anybody in the world that plays basketball want it. He's not pretending individual accolades don't matter. He's acknowledging the competitive fire that drives every great player. And that mentality is exactly why Luka has a real shot at MVP this season. The voters love efficiency, winning, and players who make everyone better. Luka is checking all those boxes while playing next to LeBron James, which makes his individual brilliance even more impressive. The commentators identified something else crucial. LeBron needed this game as much as the Lakers did.
As much as the group needed this performance, I think he needed it as well.
That's a really good point.
To remind himself, not only to build the confidence, but remind himself that he still has it because, you know, at this part in his career, at this age, he's not going to be able to do the explosive stuff as much.
This is the unspoken reality of LeBron's 23rd season. He's been managing foot injuries. He missed time with plantar fasciitis. He's had games where the explosiveness just wasn't there, where Toronto defenders were staying in front of him, where the three-pointers weren't falling. And for a player of LeBron's stature, arguably the greatest of all time, those struggles create internal doubt, not about his legacy or his place in history, but about whether he can still deliver in the biggest moments when his team desperately needs him. Philadelphia answered that question definitively. LeBron proved he can still take over fourth quarters. He proved the three-point shot is still reliable in crunch time. He proved that even at 40 years old, when he picks his spot strategically, he's still one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in basketball. And that confidence boost matters for everything ahead. The Cup quarterfinals, the playoff push, the potential championship run. If LeBron believes he can still be that guy in key moments, defenses have to respect it, and that opens up everything for Luka, Austin, and the rest of the roster. The Lakers are now 17-6, sitting atop the Western Conference. They're 7-0 in clutch situations this season. They've proven they can win in every conceivable scenario. But here's the real test coming Wednesday, the NBA Cup quarterfinals against the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama and his otherworldly length waiting in San Antonio. A young, hungry team trying to prove they belong in the championship conversation. Luka will be rested. LeBron should be fresh after this performance and the extra day off in Boston. The depth that's carried them all season will be tested against one of the league's most intriguing young rosters. This is where championship windows open or close. This is where young superstars prove they can carry teams deep into meaningful games. This is where Luka Doncic shows the world that his ceiling isn't just MVP, it's dynasty architect. Luka Doncic just proved something profound in Philadelphia. He doesn't need perfect conditions to dominate. He doesn't need rest or rhythm or home court. He just needs a basketball and teammates who trust him. LeBron had his moment. Vintage King James reminded everyone he still got it at 40. But the story of this game isn't about nostalgia. It's about the future. It's about a 25-year-old father of two, jet-lagged and exhausted, coming back to orchestrate a road win against the playoff team with his second daughter not even knowing a world where the Lakers lose. The torch isn't being passed yet, but it's getting closer to Luka's hands every single game. Drop your predictions for the Cup quarterfinals in the comments. Will Luka and LeBron dominate Wembanyama and the Spurs? And smash that subscribe button because this Lakers season is about to get wild. The new era is coming, and Luka Doncic is leading the way.